Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for June 25th. June 25th is the 176th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 177th in leap years, with 189 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is Wrangler. Wrangler is a noun that means a cowboy who takes care of horses, a person who engages in debates, quarrels, or disputes, or a person who handles animals, puppets, babies, unruly humans, etc. We think this word came to us from Mexican Spanish as a partial translation of caballerango, a groom or a stable boy, originally from caballo, which means horse, from Spanish, Latin before that, and Indo-European root words before that. The first documented use of the word Wrangler is 1518. And with that, we're going to start in the year 1678 when Elena Cornaro Piscopia from Venice, Italy, became the first woman to be awarded a doctorate of philosophy when she graduated the University of Padua. Virginia became the 10th state to ratify the United States Constitution on June 25, 1788. On June 25, 1848, a photograph of the June Days Uprising became the first known instance of photojournalism. June 25, 1876, saw the beginning of the Battle of Little Bighorn, also known as Custer's Last Stand. Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer did not survive that battle. This is the birthday of George Orwell, born June 25, 1903. He wrote two of the 20th century's best-known novels, Animal Farm and 1984. Set in a totalitarian future, his influential book 1984 coined such phrases as Big Brother is watching you, news speak, and doublethink. He died at the age of 46 from tuberculosis. June 25, 1906, a man named Harry Thaw shot and killed a prominent architect named Stanford White. I know that little statement right there doesn't mean anything to anybody if you haven't already heard about it, so I'll tell you. The shooter in this case, Harry Kendall Thaw, was the son of a coal and railroad baron, William Thaw, Sr. of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Harry was, I believe, the youngest of Senior Thaw's 11 children. Harry's mother was unstable and gratuitously cruel, and it seems that Harry picked up some of those qualities as well. Harry Thaw had become obsessed with Stanford White, believing, in a complete lack of self-awareness, that White had blocked Thaw's access to the social elite of New York. Well, he might have, but there was a reason. Neither one of them were the most sterling of men, but on June 25, 1906, in front of hundreds of witnesses, Harry Thaw shot and killed Stanford White. Eventually, he was found not guilty by reason of insanity. On June 25, 1910, the United States Congress passed the Mann Act, which prohibits interstate transport of women or girls for immoral purposes. On June 25, 1947, The Diary of a Young Girl, better known as The Diary of Anne Frank, was published. This is the birthday of American chef and author Anthony Bourdain, born June 25, 1956. He died in 2018 at the age of 61. Also the birthday of English comedian, actor, director, producer, and singer Ricky Gervais, born June 25, 1961. And I think that's going to do it for us today. I hope you learned something you didn't know before. I know I sure did. As always, links to my research are included in the show notes. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this. You can do that with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. Images are retrieved from Bing Images, either public domain or licensed free to use and share. I think the correct terminology is free to share and use. Our lovely outro music is Divine Life Society by Jesse Gallagher from YouTube Music Library, and there's a link to his channel in the show notes. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Well, I thought I had a copy of well, I do somewhere. I have a copy of 1984, and I reached over to pull out what I thought it was but this one was two guys fooling around with the moon. It's not quite 1984. I guess the first and favorite one that I saw from him was Cat, mostly featuring cats. Never eat anything bigger than your head. So none of these are 1984. I've got one somewhere, but obviously it's somewhere else. It's in a different bookcase. All right, let's try that again. I've got my... Thank you. That might not make it into the video. We'll see. Changing it up.